Hi, my name is Brooke. Thanks for joining us for the Managing Cognitive Overload in the Virtual Classroom. Memory has a process. New information is brought into the short-term memory, and if knowledge is not reviewed, applied, or practiced, it is forgotten. To transfer to long-term memory, there must be an application of the knowledge to be retained. Working memory can easily be overloaded in the virtual classroom. If you have too much content on the screen, or you're moving too quickly, if you give too much new information without enough practice, if you overload by using visual and audio of the same content, too much detail, and information that's not delivered at the right time can challenge the learner. In a face-to-face classroom, it's easy to see when students are bored, confused, or not engaged. In a virtual classroom, the instructor needs to apply best practices before they deliver and when they design the content so they can avoid the overload. Watching content, timing, keeping it simple, segmenting, and having strict ground rules are the best practices. Let's go into more detail. First, our content. If it's extra, it needs to be removed. You need to make sure the steps of everything that they need to know are specific and that you only stick to key concepts. Only focus on job competencies and essential knowledge and skills. If the content that you're delivering does not fit the context or the content review process, then you need to remove it. Make sure that you deliver content that needs to be performed and shared in a collaborative space as the virtual classroom. Anything that's pre-work or after work that can be done independently is best served in that application. Watch your timing. If it's over 90 minutes, you need to take a break. Make sure that you keep it simple by applying the modality principle. Don't use multiple modes to deliver the same information. Also, simple means don't overwhelm the learner with too many details. Keep it just in time, and too many facts can detract from your actual objectives. Webcams can be a great way to introduce, do an icebreaker, or deliver key content, but be careful. Overuse of them can actually depress your learning. Too much use can be confusing and distracting. You want to use examples that help the learner segment and sequence the content by topic and by stages, steps, or procedures. Also, keeping them apprised of where they are in the course, it can be important. Each segment of the virtual classroom has a specific function or purpose. Make sure that everyone is aware of what those rules are and stick to them. When you have practice, make sure that it mirrors what is required on the job. Make sure that it is not extra, that it does specifically adhere to the content, and that your examples are blended. Each one allows them to gain more confidence and a higher skill level. Also, check your own overload. Make sure you've prepared, that you practiced. You can also preload any work that needs to be delivered in the virtual classroom, and you can team teach. One can deliver the content and another can do the technological functions that are required during the virtual classroom. Well, thanks for joining us today. It was wonderful to talk to you about managing cognitive overload in the virtual classroom. Thank you.